Hello everybody and welcome back to Subnautica. So, a mortal error happened. So basically, I recorded for about 2 hours of Subnautica earlier today. I was planning on doing a double upload. I'm not sure if I'm going to have the time to do it now, but I recorded a 2-hour episode of Subnautica, which was meant to be this part 14. But the recording didn't go as planned, so I edited the I recorded the 2 hours, put it in the editing program. Then I realized that the recording, it recorded my voice, the game audio, but it didn't record the screen itself. Because basically what happened was I use OBS to record. And I didn't realize I already started up OBS, so I went to double click it again. It said, oh, it's already up and running, do you want to launch anyway? I said yes, because for some reason I was blind and I couldn't see it. So I decided to go ahead with it. And then I ended up recording for 2 hours and it didn't record the screen. Luckily, however, very luckily, I didn't do any story progression stuff in it. I did do some things, some very interesting things, got a hell of a lot done in terms of the base building, and I did read the Degasi survivor logs and the Bart Torgal ones and the Paul Torgal ones. So basically what I'm going to do is now, because the logs are obviously only audio, there is no visual to these logs, I am going to use that recording. It's a black screen, I'm afraid. It doesn't have any video to it. But it's of course the logs are a listening thing. It's not necessarily a visual thing. I was stood still looking at words and clicking things. That was all it was. So basically, I'm just going to play the recording of me starting to listen to the logs and finishing the logs. So you guys will hear my genuine reaction. But again, you won't be missing out on anything. The only difference is that there's just no visual to it. So I hope you guys enjoy my live reaction of the logs. I'm really looking forward to getting this chunk of story out of the way. So with these guys swimming in the background, we shall start listening to them. I'm not sure in which order to read these, to be honest. I'll read the Degasi ones, because they're like there's 9 of them there, and that's probably where you get the most out of it. But there's only 2 for Paul Torgal, so maybe I'll start with him. Because I don't know who these people are. They were people from a previous ship that landed on the planet, I know that much. So they weren't on the Aurora with us.
Chief's log, 5 weeks since the crash. The only other survivors are my son, Bart, and Maida, the cut-price mercenary I commissioned for the journey. After days drifting in the life pod, rain hammering on the roof, the weather cleared and we washed up here. I had Maida salvage the Degasi wreck, set Bart to finding us a stable source of food.
Yeah.
His education is paying off sooner than I'd anticipated. Our only problem is Maida. She says the weather's going to turn. I say she's finding excuses to risk our lives. I imagine she's not gonna weaken her life without a physical altercation, and she's itching for a fight. In every judgment she makes, things go from bad to worse.
She's a bit of an adrenaline junkie.
If she had my experience, she'd have more faith. Humans have spent millennia specializing in how to shackle nature to our will. This planet won't cause us any new problems. My one task now is to keep us alive, as comfortably as possible, until the insurance company arranges rescue. In this part of space, that could be months, or even years.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So not good. So that's gonna mean it's the same for me. It would take months or years before they got to me. Even though they said they're not gonna come all that way already in the transmission, but...
You know what Maida told me today? She wants to build a habitat 500 meters below sea level.
Oh,
more than a
Jesus.
kilometer northeast of here. And she needs Bart and I to do it. She's got it into her head that she can save us if she just acts recklessly enough. But I've hauled Star Wars to Neptune, Plasteel to the Federation. This family operates 9 different mining colonies across the Ariadne Arm. Maida thinks she's better suited to lead. Her contract still says otherwise. I just cannot damn well tell whether it's the stupidest idea I ever heard, or my only hope. I turned 80 years old last week. I thought I had another 80 in me, but marooned on this planet, there's no swapping out of my liver when the old one fails.
Oh, shit.
Here, I'm mortal. And Maida is useful. So, it's my responsibility to make a decision. Return to the island and hope whatever knocked the Degasi out of the sky won't do the same to the rescue ship. Or take us deeper in search of answers. And all the while be hoping old age gets me before the sea monsters do.
Yeah.
I'll give Maida just one thing. She was right about these caves. There's enough lithium there to fabricate 100 tons of plasteel. Enough for a damn fleet of Cyclops submarines. There was nothing anyone could have done to avoid crashing here. But I was right to order the detour. If we get off this planet, they'll be talking about the Aerogel share price on the other side of the Federation.
Wow, okay, so things went from bad to worse to the sounds of it. Like, you've got an 80-year-old man who, apparently, what he just hinted at, their technology, they could just swap out livers on the fly and, like, swap out organs on the fly. So, you know, they get to live for, like, an extra 50, 60 years, then probably recommend, then there's probably the mortality rate. Wow, okay. So that was more of his personal problems and telling him about himself. He's like, and he's been around, you can clearly tell, because he's like to Neptune, plastic. Like, while that may not mean a whole lot to us, you can tell that the way he says it, it's like he has done a lot in his life and he knows how to lead and that sort of thing. Eek, that's a scary situation. Like, I couldn't imagine being stuck in the middle of the ocean. Because, she wanted to build a base 500 meters below sea level, but there was, it was on an island, so they went from dry land straight to, because they must have gone down to that 500 meters one, because there is a base down there. Anyway, let's read the Degasi ones now.
This island is a godsend.
Okay, this is the guy we were just listening
to. No predators, fresh food.
No building materials, nothing left of the ship. And your kid says we're gonna starve without more grow beds. Speak up, kid.
It's true, Father. The natural growth rates are too slow to keep supporting us.
All I'm saying is ocean's got us surrounded. No use hiding. Sooner or later, we'll get our feet wet.
The rest of your life may have been a fight, Maida, but I've made my decision. You want to forfeit your emergency pay to take a swim? Go ahead.
Believe me, I'm thinking on it.
Ooh. So, they've been put on this island. They need... So, okay, so we got Margaret and Bart, and he said in this one... Yeah, okay, so the same thing. She went to salvage the Degasi wreck because she's a bit of an adrenaline junkie and she wants to make things, you know, bad to worse. And Bart's like seems like quite a smart guy because he's able to, his education's paying off sooner. And there's a big, you could tell there's a bit more friction between Margaret and Paul, and Bart's kind of in the background type thing, but still helping the survival. Voice log 2, Storm.
Son, I said wait for the storm to pass. Your life's more valuable to me than a plant patch.
You stopped being in charge when the ship you were captaining sunk.
Ouch.
I'll stop being in charge when you take charge of yourself.
Say, Chief. Chief,
What?
you know how to drain those grow beds of 40 tons of storm water? Or how to conjure food from the air?
I know how to prioritize.
I'm just saying, if that's so, what's your boy's life worth to you today? If tomorrow you're gonna be so hungry you start wondering what he tastes like, let him go deal with the plants.
Son, go deal with the plants.
Oh. He just got told what to do. He doesn't like that at all.
Has disembarked the habitat.
Interfere with my family again, and when rescue arrives, I will leave you here. Do you understand me?
Okay.
No rescue coming, Chief. Not in time. No staying here neither. This rain keeps falling, sooner or later this place will be buried. Only choice we got is whether to get buried with it.
Right. So, initially it seemed like an okay option, whereas Margaret kind of disagreed from the get-go. Like, I think Paul's starting to realize he's regretting his decision now.
You see, Chief, you brought us to this sodden planet. Told us we'd see a lush payday. Now what do we got some 6 weeks later? A dead crew, a habitat that's half buried, food washed away.
I suppose the executive decisions would be better left to someone with your extensive experience of hitting people in the face.
I know enough not to take unscheduled detours to uncharted planets.
Ooh.
That's something you don't want to learn the hard way.
Yeah,
Easy
she's
to
kind of
judge
right.
a decision in hindsight. Harder to come up with a plan of your own.
Got one already. We take what we can carry and hunker down in a cave somewhere. I scouted a site, a couple 100 meters deep, lots of metal deposits.
How do you imagine we'd live?
With ready access to building materials, like damn queens, a couple of water filters, a bioreactor, fresh fish. But Chief, we'll eat seaweed salad and drink our own urine if that's what it takes. All that matters is, do you got something better?
Send the coordinates to my PDA. I'll review your proposal.
So yeah, okay. So they've all realized it's not a really livable place on the island because their base was getting like buried in the mud or the sand or whatever it is, and the food got washed away by storms. So it's like, whereas underwater it may be a bit more dangerous to live there. It may be more like livable, if you know what I mean. More long term. Curious discovery.
What is that thing?
I don't know. I found it outside in the sand.
Part of another ship?
None I've ever seen.
It's not even scratched.
Don't fool around with it. It might be worth something.
Stand down, Chief. If it were gonna crumble to dust, it would have done so when I picked it up.
It's glowing.
We're not the first people to come to this planet.
People. Maybe. Could be aliens. Could be the damn sea monsters for all we know. One thing for sure, we ain't gonna find out by staying here.
So they're still on the island at this point, and they found this, like, a bit of alien tech by the sounds of it, because they're saying whether it's a part of another ship and it's glowing. Is that talking about the purple tablets? Because I found a purple tablet on the island, actually, right inside the Degasi base, I believe. So, like, that's kind of confirmed that they found that, and that they think that, yeah, there was definitely something before even them. Number 5.
Son, there is always a pecking order. And in our world, money makes a hierarchy. I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decisions?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told.
What if she doesn't?
For enough money, she will. People always do.
So I think Paul's got a bit too much respect for money, because he's mentioned money a few times now, like saying with the bit of alien tech saying, oh, it might be worth something, you know. It's kind of a bit obsessed with the money making side of it. Number 6, deeper. So this must be relating to here where they want to go 500 meters below sea level.
We're already 200 meters below sea level. You want to go deeper?
Look around us, Chief. Water leaking through the hull, water outside the hatch. We're drowning real slow. If rescue arrives, whatever shot us down, it's gonna do it again and again until it's shut off. You see an off switch around here, Chief?
Why would it any more likely be half a kilometer down?
Your kid found something on the scanner.
Ooh.
There's something down there. Something that shouldn't be.
You're mad.
I'm going all the same, and I have an idea you two are gonna follow. But if you do, be mindful. Your authority stopped at sea level.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So they decide to go deeper because they want to try and turn off the big gun, essentially.
Please, stop fighting and listen. We're sick.
What?
Ooh.
How?
You've been coughing, right? Feeling itchy? Blisters?
Yeah.
The biometrics would have warned us if we were sick.
It's something new. It's not in the database.
Come on, then. What's it gonna do? Turn us inside out? Dissolve us into jelly?
Oh.
It's an alien bacteria. It's everywhere. Every organism on this planet.
Wow.
It's altering our genetic code.
How are the creatures surviving if they're infected?
I don't know yet.
Want me to cut some of them open for you? Find out what makes them tick?
No.
Just tell me what
Such
you
an
need, son.
adrenaline junkie.
Materials, equipment.
Just... Can I have some quiet? I need some time to think.
So he's like onto something, trying to figure out what this disease is. He must be talking about the coronavirus that we have, sadly. Degasi voice log 8. Risk taking. Margaret is full of risks.
Margaret, Maida has boarded the habitat.
What are you so happy about, Maida?
Say, kid, I brought you something.
Is that a Leviathan
Oh
outside?
no.
Towed it home on the back of the sub.
You killed that thing?
It's still breathing. I was about to finish the job, but I can stay and chat if you'd like. No? Then make yourself useful and pass me that hardened blade.
Are you out of your mind? You brought that thing here? What if it's not as dead as it looks? What if others come?
You prefer it got curious and came of its own accord, or got messed up and dragged here?
When we get off this planet, I am going to drag you through every court in the damn Federation.
He still thinks help's gonna come then. He's still holding out hope for that. She managed to, like, nearly kill a Leviathan and drag it home. What a badass. Like, as stupid as she is, what a badass. And especially that, what was it, that one sentence? If it got curious and came of its own accord. Like, what if others come? Oh, God, no. Degasi disaster.
I have had it with you, risking our lives.
Oh, stow it, Chief. The kid can't kill this disease without fish to study. I'm just bringing him home.
But tell her. Tell her I'm right.
You're both wrong. Marguerite, I can't find out how they resist the bacteria if you slaughter them all.
It ain't always they oblige in coming in alive.
He means you're being reckless.
Father, the outcome's no better if we hole up in here and don't go outside. That we have to find a middle way.
There is no compromise. Not while she's on my sea base.
Your sea base?
Oh, no.
I'm going outside.
It's like a
Bard,
parents
Torgo
arguing
has
and he's like getting
disembarked
sick
the
of it.
habitat.
Bart, come in. It's dangerous. Damn it, boy. I know you can hear me.
Oh, shit.
Chief. Chief, get off the radio and put on your helmet.
What?
Brace!
Oh, no. So they're dead? Oh, shit. So they just got ripped apart by a Leviathan. Would they at the 500 meters at this point? Because we went down to there and there was like, it wasn't like a 500 meter type place. I mean, it wasn't a place for Leviathans. I haven't seen any like Reaper Leviathans there. Although it did just say Leviathan, it didn't say what kind of Leviathan it was. It didn't they didn't say Reaper or anything like that. And what's that? I know like the Reefback and the Reaper so far. So we got Bart Torgel's logs.
I thought it might get claustrophobic living underwater. Father feels it is. He'd tell me it was childish, but I stare out of the window and sometimes I think how lucky I am to see this world up close. Back on the island, I wouldn't have believed the creatures that live down here. The fish, they glow. There's one that's 90% eyeball. Snakes twice the length of a habitat compartment.
Oh, I've seen
Certainly,
those bastards.
It's not all friendly. Most of the plant life is toxic. I learned that the hard way. But I've managed to coax some marble melons into growing indoors. And when they don't cover our dietary needs, well, we eat the fish themselves. It's a
Okay.
bit gross, but it's nothing they wouldn't do. I've been
True.
attempting to document my findings. Father approves. He says understanding is power. That the more we know about this planet, the more we can use it to our advantage. I'm just doing it because it's fun. It's not easy without proper equipment and network access, but the old-fashioned way, observing, taking notes, testing theories, shows me the world in a way a spectroscopic analysis never could. Lately, I've been watching the crab snakes. They ambush their prey as it tries to feed on the mushrooms they hide in. What they don't eat settles on the seabed, which fertilizes the mushrooms, which feeds the herbivores, and so the chain continues. Co-evolution gives me the fuzzies.
So, while all this horrible stuff was happening, so this must have been when they were about, because you can see those snakes, he must be at the 250-meter habitat at this point. Yeah, so that's really interesting, because while all this horrible stuff's happened, and he's still seeing the good side of it, you know, he's still seeing the beauty behind all the nature. Stalker teeth.
Something incredible just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally.
Oh, shit.
She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers.
Oh, shit.
On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
So, I think Margaret's such a badass. She managed to damage a Leviathan and drag it to a base. I reckon she's like cybernetically enhanced. Like they said something about her like having physical alterations or something like that. I reckon she's extremely cybernetically enhanced. So like she's just extra strong and like she's like kind of like a witcher, like being mutated in a way. Anyway, this will be the last one.
This is the first time I've seen sunlight in months. After all that time in the deep, I'd been dreaming of it. Now that I'm back here, I'm finding it hard to enjoy alone. Father was right. We should never have left this place. We shouldn't have gone so deep. They do not want us down there.
Oh no.
Despite my best efforts, ill health is taking hold of me. The visions are getting worse. Marguerite and Father are now part of the ecosystem of this incredible planet. It's reassuring to know that when I go, I'll join them. Until then, well, there's always the view.
Oh my god. Damn. So they all died in the end. The Leviathan attack must have been the end of Marguerite and Paul. Oh, that creeped me. I got goosebumps when he said they do not want us down there. So, yeah, he was getting badly infected. Maybe the infection killed him then, because it sounded like he was wounded, like he'd been cut or something, but maybe it was just the coronavirus. Wow, guys, so that's like all of them. That's insane. That is every single damn PDA. That was incredible to hear the story of the Degasi survivors and see what happened to them. So they did eventually die, but by the sounds of it, Bart like was down there for a lot longer than Marguerite and and what's it, Paul. Holy cow. That was intense. That was some intense reading, right? Listening there. Okay, guys, so that was the logs. That was my reaction to them. Really incredible stuff. I really enjoyed listening to those. It was a thoroughly lush experience. I loved it. So, other things I did read out a bunch of comments. I said my thank yous for the tips on the farming and all that. Also, I'd like to reiterate, because obviously this won't be heard again. And so, if you haven't seen the video of me doing the charity live stream stuff, please go and watch that and understand what I plan to do in the future, because I would love to get as much support as I could behind me to get this charity thing rolling. And I would like to thank David Schlansker and Chris Robertson. I'm not sure, because I understand this is Hidden Windshield and My Chemical Crash, but I don't know who David is. I don't know which one Chris is. So it's a mix of things. So thank you both so much for the money. And again, it's not the amount that you donate. It's not the amount you donate. It's just the fact that you do it is amazing, and I thank you guys so much for that. But anyway, I did hear all of your tips and stuff for the farming and for Charlie here, and I did that. I took him outside the base and had a bit of a interaction with him. He's such a cool little guy, and he's just hanging around the base now. I just absolutely love it. It's so cool to have Charlie around here, just swimming around with his little friends, being all cute and adorable. And we also got this. So I did a few things, to say the least. So I went through a whole process of not being able to connect things properly, and it was obviously you're not going to see that, thank God. But
welcome aboard, Captain.
We made like a little sitting area. We need some titanium to finish it off, but we made like a relaxing area, and Delilah made a comment about saying I can relax and meditate just sat here. And I might start off every episode inside of here, you know, well, obviously providing if I'd be able to do that, because I might end up finishing a recording on an island or something like that, you know. But I will try to do my best to start every episode here, sat down, looking out into the distance. Something I also asked in the last part, is there a way to make the HUD go away? So if I'm traveling for a certain distance, for example, if I'm traveling for a certain distance and I don't really need to keep an eye on any statistics, is there a way I can remove the HUD? If I could know that, that would be great. So I also made this, the Wall of Remembrance. So this is basically going to be a wall for you guys. I'm going to put as many names as I can on this board of you guys, because this is my first real series on the channel, and I have said this so much in the past, but it's because I'm so thankful. I am so grateful for the amount of support this series has gotten, and how nice you guys are, how helpful with the tips you guys are. So I want to kind of give back to you guys in a way, apart from keep the uploads consistent somewhat. I want to include you guys in my game, because you guys are as much a part of this series as I am, you know. You're here right along the journey with me, and I absolutely love it. So I am going to start putting names. I'm not going to do it this episode. I'm going to do it next episode. And then I'm going to start putting slamming names down. And the idea sprung, right? Because this reminded me, some parts of this game remind me of Mass Effect, funnily enough. And I remembered on the Normandy, if you've ever played, you won't know what I'm talking about if you haven't played Mass Effect, but the Normandy had like a wall of remembrance, basically, on it, of all the people who died. But this is a different kind of wall. This is the wall of remembrance for you guys. So I'm going to put your name. That's where the idea kind of came from. So anyway, I'm definitely going to start doing that in the next part. The other thing I did in episode, right? So I went to the island. I got loads of seeds and different stuff and whatnot. I also created a double up on this. It's kind of just there. I can't actually access it right now. And if I put a ladder down, it blocks the entrances. So I can't really do anything with it right now, which is a shame. But I created this. Yeah, this is kind of what happened. I took your guys' comments to heart, and this is the result. This is what happened. I have the most awesome... I think this is the nicest looking room in my base, to be honest. It is such a cool and nice looking room, and I'm really proud of the design that I've done for this, with the plant pots to liven it up a bit. I might put a container somewhere in here, like, I don't know. Let's have a look. So, like, just for seeds. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Nope, that's the battery charger. Wall locker. I could remove that plant and then just put a wall locker here. Let's have a look, see what we can do. Yeah, okay, so, and then I'm going to rename that seeds. And then I'm going to put anything, like, left over. I'm only going to put the food ones in there, though. I'm not putting, like, the decorative ones in there. But, yeah, this happened. I don't know. I just decided to... I took your advice to heart. I just did the farming thing. That's what I said I was going to do it, and that's what I did. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this one specifically. So now we have like a unlimited food source inside of our base, and a big one as well. And you guys also said I could basically put stuff inside my Cyclops. I could build a plant inside my Cyclops, which I didn't realize I could actually build inside of it, which opens up a whole can of worms with the decoration inside the Cyclops. But that's going to be a thing now. I'm going to do that eventually. I'm not doing it in this episode. But aside from all that cool stuff that I did, that was pretty much it, to be honest. It was base building and the Degasi logs mainly, because the Degasi logs took a while. So I'm not going to be able to do this much, because if I do, I'm not going to do a full recording in this time around, because the Degasi logs take up about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, 25 minutes maybe. I'm going to do a shorter recording for this second half now, because obviously for me, for you guys, it's all one video, but for me, it's 2 different recording sessions to make one video. So I'm going to have to do a shorter video overall on this one. Right, so I was actually planning on building the Prawn Suit, because that's the only vehicle I need now, apart from the Neptune rocket, but that's more endgame stuff, I think. So the plan is to build the Prawn Suit, because I really want to build it. Initially that's what I wanted to build over the Cyclops, but I understand that the Cyclops was more beneficial to me in that moment. So Prawn Suit, where is the Prawn Suit? So we need 2 diamond, 2 lead. Let's take it step by step here, as we normally do. 2 diamond, 2 lead. Oh yeah, we need to dump our main plant. And we used a whole lot of resources on, you know, we used a lot of resources building. All those building and all that stuff took a lot of resources, like the base stuff like copper, quartz, and titanium. It did take a lot of those resources off me, so I'm probably going to end up looking for them. So 2 titanium, 2 lead, 2 diamond. Where is it? Okay, we got that. Enameled glass. I have glass. And I think I have 1 stalker tooth. I do, yes, 1 left. Awesome. Enameled glass, done. I'm going to have to go and pick up more stalker teeth eventually. We'll pick up a bottle of water, because why not? We're dumping our salt for now, for a while. So, enamel glass, aerogel. I can't remember how you make aerogel. It's something to do with ruby, isn't it? Yeah, ruby and gel sack. And I need, what, 2 of those? Yeah. So I need 2 rubies, 2 gel sacks. 2 gel sacks. And 2 ruby. There you go. That's our aerogel sorted. What's next? Right, just the plasteel ingots now. I say just. They take... So I need 2 titanium ingots and 4 lithium. 4 lithium, easy. If I can find it. Shit! Oh, I have to go for lithium now. Right. What I'm going to do is, guys, because the last time I went to... Oh, what am I going to do? Shit. Wow, lithium, what a pain in the ass. I remember on the northern island of the Aurora, there was a lot of lithium on, you know, there was a lot of lithium on that island inside the cave system, so that's what I might have to do, guys. I'm just gonna have to get loads of lithium from that island so I don't have to worry about it for a little while. I'm gonna put all the resources inside here for now, just in case something happens to me while I'm out there. Because also, I remember the last time I was at that island, there was a Reaper around it. I could remember, because at the time I didn't know what the sound was, but now I know what a Reaper sounds like. And there was a Reaper around that island. So, beware, beware and all that. We haven't had to pick up lithium for quite a while, so it's going to be interesting now, because I want to try and get as much lithium as humanly possible from this cave. This is an area we haven't really explored all that much. Like, we've been around here plenty of time. We've been around here once or twice before, but we haven't, you know, we haven't explored the deeper parts around this area, which I don't really want to do, considering I know there's a Reaper around here. So, because I just remember so well that, like, where I heard it, because it was scaring the hell out of me. And we're back to here, where the damn gun is. Right, so we need to find the cave entrance and get some lithium going. Yeah, I believe it was this side where the Reaper was. Oh, yeah, there he is! I remember hearing him so well on this side of the island. God, they're majestic, though, as much as they terrify me. I've only had one encounter with a Reaper. I'm not sure if that's lucky at this point through the series. I'm not sure if I'm meant to have more encounters with them, or I'm just getting really lucky, but they are amazing, like, not only from an AI standpoint, but just from the way they look. They are just really cool creatures. This is a really stupid idea, I know, but I have that. Oh, shit, he's coming up, he's coming up, he's coming up, he's coming up. Let's just not go down there ever again. I didn't realize he could come up. I thought he was, like, set to, like, a certain distance down below. And here we go, look, bang, already lithium. Thing is, I don't really know, like, you can find lithium in shale, I believe, but it's shale, you have to go quite far down for shale. Oh shit, there's another purple tablet up there. Is there a way we can go around to there? Here we go, guys. Awesome, we have another purple tablet. What the hell? What is this? Did I see this before last time I came? Oh, you have the Kara. You die. Die! Thank you. Let's get the scanner out. We haven't used the scanner in a while. Insert ion cube. Oh, I have an ion cube back at the base, but... Wow, okay. We need an ion cube then to come back, and then... I don't know what it's going to do, but I'm really interested to see what's happening here. Okay, guys, so we're out of the cave, and look at all this lithium. That was inside the caves. There is an absurd amount of lithium inside of there. They're just lined along the walls, just there for the taking. So we're going to head back to the sea moth, and we're going to head back to base. I need to come back here, like, seriously. I seriously need to come back and, like, put a freaking ion cube inside of that thing. Oh, it's a wreckage here. There's a log in here. Grav trap, I have that. Mobile vehicle bay fragments.
Integrating new PDA data.
Degasi crew manifest, Bart Torgal. Ooh, this is a part of the Degasi then. Degasi crew manifest, Bart Torgal. Auxiliary search and rescue mission, Bart Torgal. Oh, wait, hang on, no, this must be a part of the Aurora. Position, Vice President of Torgal Corp. Ah, so there's something called Torgal Corporation, which is Paul Torgal and Bart Torgal, and they're very rich then, they must be. Status, lost in space near planet 4546b. Age at time of disappearance, only 19. The only legitimate child of Paul Torgal, beneficiary of enhanced learning techniques and cerebral implants. Digi-training in advanced biochemistry and stellar economics. Emissary Kassar reports Bart was accompanying his father to a newly constructed deep space station where he was to serve a 5-year term as chief operating officer. Wow. So that gives us a bit more backstory as to why they were coming to this place, you know? Right, we have enough lithium then for this. What was it, 4 lithium I needed? Like, if you want to go for rare materials, go to that island. Like, that is crazy. And I have another purple tablet as well, actually. So, I'm not sure how much use that's going to be to me, but I have one. And then, what was it we needed? We needed 2 titanium ingots now. Also, guys, this ion battery is actually crazy. So, by the time now, I probably would have had to switch out, I don't know, like 2, 3, 4, probably 5 batteries, honestly, at this point, if I was using regular batteries. But since I've put the ion battery in this Sea Glide, which was like 2 or 3 parts ago, it's only gone down by 25%. Quite obviously an end game item I was not meant to have before my time. But there you go, I have one, so. Right. That's 2 titanium ingots. Now we can make our plasteel ingots. Oh shit, yeah, I need to turn the scanner room off. Stop. Thank you. So there, the rest of my resources were in here. Is that enough? We can make a prawn suit, baby. Oh, I'm so excited to have a new vehicle to play with. Maybe a bit unnecessary to be building it in a deeper area, but because I've seen like them inside of the Aurora. I know what they look like. Here we go, baby.
It is normal when first piloting a prawn suit to feel a sense of limitless power.
Really? Are they that strong?
Weeks of training to counteract this phenomenon. You will have to make do with self-defense.
No! Huh? It's just floating. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Whoa, okay, right. We have... Oi! Back off. Back off. Back off. Back off. That's right. Run! Whoa, okay, if I hold space. Oh! I just absolutely annihilated that peeper. Sorry, buddy. Like, bang, bang. Oh, it does feel like it's got a lot of oomph behind it, you know? We gotta get some mods for this then. Get some depth modules going. Can we put it inside here? Oh! You can!
Systems online.
You absolutely freaking can. This game's just too good. It's just too good. It has a built-in storage, a big one as well. Is it fun to use? Yes. And I haven't even oh, I just double jabbed him. It's like boxing, isn't it? With a big prawn suit. Bam, bam. Let's get the sea moth out of here.
All systems online.
Oh, yes. Okay, so here's the modules. What can we build for it now? Prawn suit jump jet upgrade. I need crystalline sulfur. I have no idea where we get that. Nickel ore. I got one of those, I think. And so I don't have enough of that. Torpedo arm. I could make that, but I don't feel like I need a torpedo for anything. Unless there's something down below that I have to fight quite frequently. Drill arm. I don't have the ingredients for. Recharges power cells in hot areas. Doesn't stack. And depth module 1. That's what I want. But again, I need nickel ore for that, and I don't have enough of that. I could make a plastic ingot ruby, but I don't have the nickel ore for it. Common modules, however, that could work. Get a hull. Let's just get a hull. Hello? What? What happened?
Hull integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
Well, plants, you got enough water. What happened? Was it because I hit the foundations with my prawn suit? It's just started flooding the entire thing. Wow, guys, so we just... let's just quickly build some modules for it. And let's have a look and see what we could build over at the modification station for it. So I can build Mark II in here, but I need 3 kyanite for that, and I have no idea. Again, I don't know. These must be... you need really rare materials for the prawn suit. What is the depth on the prawn suit? We'll find out now when we head back. I'll build a extra reinforcement hull thing. Can I access this mod? Its upgrade, please? 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 No?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It won't let me access its freaking... access upgrades, there you go. Equip. Preemptively. Right, so he has a reinforced chassis. Oh my god, it has a 900-meter depth. With no upgrade. So the Seamoth can go 900 meters, but that's max upgrades. This hasn't even got any depth upgrades. And it can go 900 meters. This is the new one. This is the new main vehicle we're traveling in now. We'll use the Cyclops to lug it around, but when we're just traveling, it's like average distances. Prawn suit. We're going with the prawn suit. Wow. Okay, guys. So, woo! I don't even know what to say. I do not even know what to say. So in the next part, guys, what we are going to do is head down to CTO use life pod. That's what we're going to do in the next part. Because now we have the prawn suit. I have my farming stuff. I have a chilled out area. I don't know. That's what we're going to do. We're going to head over to the life pod. And then, once we do all that, I think I'm going to head to the Lost River. But I'm going to head to the Lost River in the Cyclops. Which I don't know how I'm going to maneuver the I have no idea how I'm going to maneuver the Cyclops down there. I have zero ideas on that. But we're going to try. We're going to put the prawn suit inside of the gull, and then we're going to head to the Lost River after we've been to the life pod. I don't know what I'm going to use to get to the life pod, because it's only 500 meters. I say only. It's 500 meters down. I could just use the sea moth to get there, which I think is what I might do. So, as always, guys, if you liked this video, like it as you would. If you didn't like it, dislike it. And I will see you all in the next part. Goodbye, guys.